Hello, um, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will be reading Surah Al-Hujurat, the Chambers. Uh, may Allah give you His blessings. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. O you who believe, do not anticipate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger alayhi wasallam, putting yourselves forward before their cause and be full of reverence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and take Him as a shield. Behold, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all hearing, all knowing. O you who believe, raise not your voices above the voice of the Prophet ﷺ, nor address him in loud tones, the way you speak loudly to one another, lest your deeds should come to naught while you do not realize. Those who keep their voices subdued in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's Messenger ﷺ, are those whose hearts Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has purified for piety and restraint. There awaits you such of them provision for protection and a great reward. People who call out to you, O Prophet of God, from outside your private chambers, most of them lack understanding. If they had patience to wait until you could come out to them, it would be better for them. Yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is great protector against faults, ever merciful. O you who believe, if a wicked person brings you any important news, examine it carefully, lest you should harm some people in ignorance, and afterwards you may have to repent for what you did. Keep in mind that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's Messenger alayhi wasallam is among you at the time. If he were to follow your wishes in many matters, you would certainly land yourself in trouble. But as it is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has inspired you with the love of the faith, and He has made it look beautiful to your minds, and has made disbelief, transgression, and disobedience hateful to you. Such indeed are those who follow the right course of guidance. This is sheer Allah's subhanahu wa ta'ala's grace and His favor, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all knowing, all wise. O you who believe, if two parties of the believer fall out and fight each other, make peace between them, and should one of them commit aggression against the other, then fight you all against the party that transgresses till it complies with the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and returns the peace and reconciliation. Then, if it returns, make peace between them with equity, and act justly, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves those who do justice. Believers are but a single brotherhood, so make peace and effect reconciliation between the two contending brethren, and take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as your shield, so that you may be shown mercy. O you who believe, let no people look down upon another people for the latter people may be better than they, nor let women look down upon other women, who, the women are treated lightly, may be better than other ones. And find not fault in one another in order to defame your own people, nor call one another by nicknames. Bad is the reputation of wickedness after the profession of belief. Highly unjust are the people who would not abstain from what they are forbidden. O you who believe, eschew much suspicion, for suspicion is in some cases a sin. And do not spy into the secrets of one another, nor backbite one another. Would any one of you like to eat the flesh of his dead brother? Why, you would loathe it. Take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as your shield. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is oft returning with compassion and is ever merciful. O people, we have created you out of a male and female, and we have made your tribes and sub-tribes that you may recognize and do good to one another. Surely the most honorable of you is in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is he who guards against evil the most. Verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all knowing, all aware. The Arabs of the desert say, we believe. Say, you have not yet truly believed. You should rather say, we obey, and have submitted, for true faith has not yet entered your hearts. But if you obey Allah and His Messenger, alayhi wasallam, He will not diminish aught of your deeds. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is great protector, ever merciful. The believers are those who truly believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger alayhi wasallam, and then doubt not, and those strive hard in their possessions and their lives in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is they who are true to their words and Muslims of a high standard. Say, would you make known your faith to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Well, Allah knows uh, whatsoever is in the heavens and whatsoever is in the earth, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows all things full well. They lay you under obligation because they have embraced Islam. Say, lay me not under any obligation on account to your embracing Islam. On the contrary, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed a favor on you, because He has guided you to the true faith if you are truthful. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows the hidden realities of the heaven and the earth, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees all of your deeds. Assalamu alaikum.